Ever wonder if there was ever a game show that could help you find words and what have you, like a word search? Maybe not in a diagonal fashion, but straight across and what have you. Well, in 1974, we got that game. Because now you just gotta see that the word is there with your own eyes. Find out what this is right now on the wide world of game shows. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Wide World of Game Shows. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to the Wide World of Game Shows, a series where I talk about game shows, courtesy of my channel Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D. Back with another great game show. In this episode, the game show I'm going to talk about is Now You See It. Now You See It was an American game show created by Frank Wayne for Mark Goodson and Bill Todman. The game originally premiered in April of 1974 on CBS. The objective of this game is to answer general knowledge trivia questions by finding the answers hidden in a grid similar to a word search puzzle. Now, the show originally had 2 seasons produced, and the first series ran from 74 until the summer of 75, and was hosted by Jack Nars, who was hosting the syndicated version of Concentration, also from Goodson and Todman at the time. Johnny Olson was the original announcer, who of course was already the announcer for The Price is Right, and the recently, rebooted Match Game, where it was currently Match Game 73, but soon it would be 74. Gene Wood, who of course later on that year would be the announcer for another CBS game, Telltales, would substitute on occasion. Anyway, now, in the first format of the game, there were different formats of the 70s version. The first round, under its original format, began with 4 new contestants split into 2 teams, each with 1 outside and 1 inside contestant. The round, called the Elimination Game, used a board containing 56 layers that were arranged in 4 rows of 14. Each row contained a series of overlapping words from read left to right. Rows and columns were numbered for scoring purposes, and were referred to respectively as lines and positions. Now, once Nars asked a toss-up question for the inside contestants, the first one to buzz in had to give the number of the line containing the correct answer. If he or she was correct, the other 3 lines were turned off, and the outside teammate turned to face the board and had to give both the position number and the answer of the starting letter. If the wrong line was given, the correct one was turned on, and the outside contestant of the opposing team received a free guess at the answer. But if an incorrect word was given, Nars gave the correct one, and neither team scored. Point value for each correct answer was determined by adding its line and position numbers. For example, if you found line 2 in position 9, that would be worth 11 points. So, anyway, that would go on until then the outside contestant would have to turn their backs to it again. A total of 12 questions were played, with the members of each team trading places after the first 6. The team in the lead at the end would advance to the semifinals, while the opponents were eliminated from further play. Now, the members of the winning team competed against each other in the semifinals, facing a board with 4 rows of 16 blanks each. Now, Nars read a crossword-style clue where they do this 1 letter at a time, after which the letters of the answer were filled in 1 letter at a time, as he said, which I don't mean to laugh every time. He always says, letter, letter, starting at the far left end of the top row. Now, either contestant could buzz in any time a correct answer scored 1 point and complete a word, but a miss gave the opponent a free guess before Nars resumed. If the word was not solved before its last letter was revealed, neither contestant scored. Anyway, they continued on with a new word on the next row down if they continued. If the row became too full. First player to guess 4 words won a round and a prize package, in addition to moving on to face the current champion in the finals. During the first 2 weeks, no prize package was given to the winner. The goal was increased from 4 words to 5 during the third week. This would become permanent when the second format was introduced. Now, the finals followed the same rules as the elimination game. Using a new board of 56 layers. And you knew all that goes. After 12 questions, the higher scoring contestant retained the championship and advanced to the solo game for a chance to win a cash jackpot. Now, anyway, but things would change in December. It went under a different format. The game began with 2 new players playing the qualifying round, which was played in the exact same manner as the semifinals prior to the change. The first one to reach 5 points won the round and played against the returning champion in the championship round. The championship round was played in the same manner as the finals, and the scoring format was still the same. The difference was that the goal was to reach 100 points first as opposed to being ahead when the final bell rang. In addition, the values of all words were doubled once either contestant reached 50 points. Whoever reached 100 points first became champion and played the solo game for the jackpot. If the champion won the solo game, the contestant he or she defeated returned for the next game as champion designate. Anyway, now under its format, a new game began soon as the previous solo game ended. Play continued until time ran out, then resumed on the next episode. Now, in the solo game, which is the final round, the champion was given a time limit of a minute to find 10 words on a brand new board. The champion viewed the board on a telestrator screen. On the original, now you see it, the solo game board had 4 rows of 16 layers each, and the screen was embedded in Jack Nars's desk. Now, after a clue was given, the champion had to find the relevant word, say it, and circle it with an electronic pencil. Now, if they can find all 10 words within a minute, they will win the big jackpot. Now, if they fail to make it, they get $100 for each correct answer they get along the way. Now, if they get stuck on a word, they can say pass, and they can come back to it if there's time. They keep building up the jackpot if they don't make it. And that's how the game goes. But after 308 episodes were produced during the 2 seasons of the original run, Now You See It came to an end on June 13th of 75. However, almost 14 years later, Mark Goodson Productions and CBS brought a brand new version of it. And they only wanted to refer to the title with the exclamation point in it. But unfortunately, it only ran for about 4 months and was emceed by LA news anchor Chuck Henry. LA disc jockey Mark Driscoll announced for the first month, and Don Morrow replaced him for the remainder of the run. Now, it was mostly the same. They actually did some stuff, which I'll get to in a bit. Anyway, it kept the basic game format introduced late in the first series run with a qualifying round and a championship round. Like it had done with the recent revivals of blockbusters and Concentration 2 years earlier, Goodson Productions gave the show a technological upgrade with a computer-generated board. The game was conducted on a 3-tiered stage, with each round of play conducted on one of 3 levels and covered by a large ring covered in chase lighting that was raised when play moved to that level and lowered when the round was over. In the qualifying round, it was played on the first level, and as in the previous qualifying round, 2 contestants faced off to try to advance to face the day's champion or champion designate. Anyway, the object still was to find clues, what words that fit the clues given by the host. And like before, the board consisted of 4 lines and 14 letters. However, the major difference came in scoring. Neither the lines nor the positions of the letters were numbered. Instead, the value for a correct answer was 100 points and decreased by 5 points for every third of a second that elapsed before someone buzzed in. And the first contestant to buzz in had to give the line containing the answer and the word itself to score. The counter reached 25 points with no guesses. The contestants would be told what line the word was onto a system. The first person to 1,000 points moved on to face the champion in the next round of play. Now, the qualifying round consisted of 2 boards, with the second being played for double the points. Now, in the championship round, the winner of the qualifying round moved to the second level, and the 2 competed for cash and tried to be the first to reach or surpass $1,000. The first board was worth $2,000, increasing by $100 for each one that followed. And every board had 6 hidden words that fit a specific category and was revealed to the audience and viewers first. After Henry revealed the category for the board in play, a window popped up in front of each contestant so they could see the board. And so they do that and what have you. And so they had like 5 seconds to try to find the words, not 5, or 20 seconds to locate 5 other words if they found one of them. The words. Doing so won the board and the monetary value attached. If either player failed to come up with the necessary 5 answers on their turn, the opposing player was given a chance to claim the money. Now, Henry would remind him or her of what answers have already been given, and he or she was shown the board for 5 seconds to come up with one of the remaining answers. There, that's what I got. Now, the solo game's the same as before, with an electronic pencil and the 60-second time limit. However, I will advise you that one thing is that kind of makes me feel like I'm seeing one of these other games, most notably Classic Concentration. You'll kind of hear a ding, kind of like when one of the doors open on the main board on Classic Concentration, the main game. Yeah. Another thing is if you fail at the solo game, you'll hear just the one solo horn, not like the losing horns you hear on The Price is Right. It kind of sounds like the last note, but more higher. Just like if you lost the bonus round in Classic Concentration. Yeah. Anyway, but after 75 episodes were produced and aired, the Now You See It reboot got canned on July 14th of 1989. And of course, that's when it would be replaced by some else. I do know it. I think it was Family Feud, or I think Family Feud was on. No, wait, yeah, it would be replaced by Family Feud, as a matter of fact. Anyway, yeah, but even so, both versions are good. I much like the Jack Norris version a little more, but hey, they're both very good in ways. Now, I will tell you another thing about this is its theme song, which was Chump Change, done by the legendary Quincy Jones, which was recently used as the theme song to the new Bill Cosby Show, which was a recent CBS series before Now You See It even premiered. During the original run, Mill and Bradley produced a board game for this. And there was also a computer game based on the 89 version, which was released for computer consoles from GameTek in 1990. It never got released to the NES, though, or the Game Boy, which that was kind of a disappointment. But I don't think it would have worked on that, though. But hey, I've been wrong before. But anyway, I got introduced to Now You See It, courtesy of Game Show Network. The game currently now airs on the Buzzer Network, but unfortunately, it airs in the late night, early bird hours of Sunday and what have you. But if you can try and stay up late or what have you to catch the show, go for it. But if you can't, no problem. There's full episodes of most of these. Well, not most of these. Several episodes available on YouTube. So if you've not seen it, check it out. But mind you, go with the Jack Norris version. There are some episodes of the Chuck Henry version though, but not too many. They're not in the best quality though. But still, I'd recommend you give it a try. But anyway, if you have watched Now You See It, please tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I bring to you my ranking of my rewatches for July 2021. Now, the Wide World game shows will be on hiatus again due to my August schedule being completely booked. But don't worry, it will return in September, and I'm going to try to make up for it by doing a game I forgot I didn't know was celebrating its anniversary this month. And I should have done that instead of Hot Potato in the last video. That was Family Feud. Don't worry, you'll be getting that though. That'll be my next episode. Details to follow when I get up to it. Okay, so please bear with me. The Wide World Game Shows will return in September. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out these other underrated game shows. In the upper left-hand corner is the episode I did for Child's Play from '82. The upper right-hand corner is the previous episode I did for Hot Potato, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the very first Wide World of Game Shows episode I did on Buzz. And the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Plus the Wide World of Game Shows, then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.